So they talk about a number of the city that will go underwater, like Adelaide.
When I realised that it only took a day or 2 days to get to the moon,
Yeah.
I was expecting it to take a long time. Yeah, it takes 6 months to go to Mars.
Yeah, Mars is a little bit further. But again, you saw my TED talk because I'm passionate about that.
Yeah.
You know, it was taking them 4 to 6 months to go with a boat from Europe to America, and without GPS, without even knowing where they were going. Okay, and even have a phone or ability to call everyone, just following the stars. So sometimes I think, yeah, it's a long time, but what about those poor fellows that were putting on a boat in the middle of nowhere, you know, with a wood boat, you know?
Yeah. So you think it's the same sort of risk?
I think we are more equipped now, way
Yeah.
more equipped than what they were equipped before. So I think in general, the problem with climate change is the absence of awareness on numbers. We are looking at 60, 70 years or 100 years. Planet is looking at billion of years. So you have to look at a big picture and say, okay, yeah?
13.8 billion years.
Yeah, okay. So the planet, from his point of view, it says, okay, you guys are looking at your past 100 years, but I'm looking at you from a bigger lens.
Yep.
What the bigger lens tells you, that I think that is scary, is that this activity that's happened in the past 50 years is very, very fast. So it's faster compared to the normal cycles of the planet. It's extremely fast, and it's not caused by the normal planet behavior. So this is caused by us.
Okay. So you're actually basing it on, let's say, the last 50 years.
It's the speed of increment in temperature. So it's not just the increment in temperature. There are 3 big numbers that they look at. Is the increment in temperature, that I think is 2 degrees in the past 30 years. And if it keep going at this trend, it's going to be 8 degrees by 2030. So in every city is 8 degrees plus. That's massive. So we are talking about 50 degrees in Adelaide.
We're talking 10 years away. It's 2020, by the way.
Yeah, so, you know, the number is huge. The second one is the rise of the oceans. And at the moment, they are talking about these millimeters. In 2040, they talk about 30 centimeters. So they talk about a number of the city that will go underwater, like Adelaide, you know, that they go underwater. 24 million of people are here that will come in poverty due to the fact all these crazy things are going to happen. And because we got more extreme weather. Yeah. Like, come on, we had the fires and the flood in 2 weeks' time. Those are extreme weather events. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on and off.
These are due to the CO2 increase, and CO2 increase is not normal for a planet. So it's not a normal behavior of a planet. It's due to our industries. Do you know that there is this Israeli startup that went to the moon a few months ago, and they just crashed. They landed, but they...
Hang on, did they crash or did they land?
They crash. Okay, so they did that with a... Yeah, no, it's amazing. They didn't... It was like a soft landing. It was a bit of a hard landing. There were no people in it, but what it fascinates me about it is that they probably did all that mission with something like 80 million or something like that.
So that's cheap in space talk.
It's like way less than how much money they spent to do Gravity. That is a movie about space. So. They do real space stuff. This is what the space that I love. So nowadays you can do things for a fraction of cost. And the good things that, I don't know if you know, but this year NASA announced it last year, the follow-up of the Apollo mission, that is Artemis.
Yeah.
So in the Greek mythology, it was Apollo's, I think, sister, or I don't remember, so it's a female.
Yeah.
And it's the same budget that they use for Apollo, big budget. I'm talking about 40 billion or something. But the goal here is to put a space station around the moon, to put a woman on moon, they're gonna live on the moon, and then use the same technology to do exactly the same on Mars. So in a distance of 70 years.
Like 2 people?
2 people. Okay, they're going to have people live there. They're going to create infrastructure. They're going to create roads. They're going to create electricity and houses and everything. So it's cheaper.